I'll guess I'm ready to start off.
Yeah, you're fine.
Lauren, commiserations. What's your kind of overall assessment of today's game?
Frustrated from the first half. We've made some errors that have cost us the game, and that's quite difficult to come back from. So I think initially that was the half-time message, that we had to just regroup, come together and make sure the second half we nullified those errors and tried to create something for ourselves, which I think we did. Showed a bit of grit and determination, and I think that's the story of our game.
Going early into the first half, so like in the 9th minute, I remember Morgan had a really good chance where she kind of made a shot with a low driving effort on her right, which was said, if that went in, how would it change the complexity of the game, you think?
Yeah, I think that those are the really key moments that we create goal scoring opportunities and make sure that we make the goalkeeper do some work. I think if that goes in, obviously it's still a tough, it's a long way till the end of the game, but it does shift it the other way and allows us a little bit more freedom, I'd say.
And then in terms of the first goal that you've conceded, or even the goals you conceded, how disappointed kind of were you, and how you look to probably rectify that going forward?
Yeah, I think we were better this week in terms of our defending the box when the ball was in wide areas, and that's something we've been working on. And then you get beat with a driven shot from outside the box, and then we've created the other two ourselves by giving the foul away, and obviously the goal that comes from Kaylin's mistake as well. So I think one of those is something we can rectify. Two of them were our own errors that we can cut out.
Then going into the second half, you kind of started quite strongly in the second half, and then you could have pulled a goal back straight into the second half as well. So there were chances that you missed on, and how are you looking to probably improve those kind of chances and convert them into goals?
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing for us now going forward, is making sure that when we get to the final third that we are creating opportunities, and they've got to be high quality opportunities to beat the goalkeepers in this league. So our positioning, how we attack the box is going to be really key.
And then Emily Fressup scored the penalty from the spot kick, was smartly taken. And then what did you make of the penalty? And of course, going forward into the game as well, you didn't really kind of go back into the game ever since. So it's more or less Tottenham in the end who were in cruise control.
Yeah, she did it last week. She's done it this week with the penalty, nice and calm. Obviously, it took a little while to get set, so fair play to any striker in those positions that have to wait to take the penalty. So it's a great strike from her. Yes, Tottenham had the win at half time. For me, I think that was unfortunate how it went. I think the second half we've shown a bit more character, and the last 15 minutes we pinned them in. So I think it wasn't all them in the second half, but it was all them in the first half.
And there were the new signings like Amy Rogers and Jamie Linepa, who have experience of playing in the women's football here, and of course in the Championship level for London City Lionesses. How are these kind of players going to be pivotal for you going forward in the season?
I think at the moment we're adapting from the Championship. Same with those players that have played there last season, and the lessons are being learned and they have to be quickly. But they're going to be, they're key players. I know that we've got a great squad. We've got adaptability. We've got pace. So I think that it's only 2 games in. We need to make sure that we focus and continue to learn the lessons.
And what more needs to be done to get your kind of first victory and make yourselves a head start in the WSL?
I think, like I say, we cut out the errors and we ensure that the chances that we create are high quality.
It's 7 goals conceded now in the opening 2 matches. On paper that doesn't look great, but I think in moments of today and last week there were moments of promise where you were really in the match. So what positives can you take from today?
I think you've given them there, to be honest. We're still in the match. We've sealed off games. We've come out in both second halves and worked really hard to be harder to beat. Obviously last week they'd scored some goals in the second half, but it was after that point. For me, it just has to be around us switching that on earlier, so that we don't have to do it when we're a couple of goals behind or we're chasing the game too far. And
is it a case of keep going and hoping something pays off, or is it a back to the drawing board and changing a tactical approach?
I think tweaking a tactical approach in possession. We tweaked our defensive game for this game. We'll probably tweak our in possession game going forward until we build that full rounded, game model really. But we have to adjust to each team. It's going to be difficult. We've got Man City and Arsenal coming up next. That's a whole different challenge to the first 2 games that we've had.
And Carrie Jones provided quite a good energetic threat on the counter attack. With the games you just mentioned coming up, how important is she to keep possession of the ball and provide a threat when you're not going to have no chances.
Yeah, I mean she's really key, and I think the runners around her as well to make sure that they're available for the next pass. That gets us closer to goal and gets us, her closer to goal and others, so that we can get those shots off as well. But she's been phenomenal in the last 2 games. A whole group of them have, so I'm really pleased by that, and I think it's really key to mention the finishers that come on. I think both games now have had an impact. They've really took on the game plan as it changes throughout, and have come on and really had an impact.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Lauren, how would you describe playing Championship football to WSL football?
It's harsher. That's for sure. I think you make a mistake or you switch off for a moment and you get punished in this league, where you can probably get away with it. I mean, there's a huge difference with being the team that wins every week to the team that's going to have to really fight for those wins every week. So I think that's one of the things that we need to learn fast here. But it happens. It's not just words. You do switch off for a second and you get done by it.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.